Are you ready to discover the key to living a longer, healthier, and more vibrant life? Picture yourself feeling more energetic, mentally sharp, and emotionally balanced as you grow older. It sounds like an unrealistic dream, doesn't it? But let me assure you, it's not just some far-off fantasy. This is something within your reach, something you can truly achieve. In today's video, I'm excited to share with you the incredible habits of a remarkable 102-year-old woman who transformed her health, mind, and spirit through simple yet profound changes to her daily routine. Her story proves that aging gracefully isn't about battling time, but embracing habits that enrich your body, mind, and emotions. Would you like to learn how small shifts in your daily habits can lead to big, life-changing improvements? Imagine discovering natural ways to reduce pain, boost your energy, and even enhance your mood, without relying on medications or making drastic changes to your lifestyle. Stick with me throughout this video, because I'll be showing you how these simple but powerful habits can not only help you live longer, but more importantly, they'll help you live better. We'll explore 6 proven habits that can revitalize both your body and your mind. I'll talk about how something as simple as a daily anti-inflammatory drink can help ease joint pain, why moving with intention every day can be one of the most important things you do for your health, and how challenging yourself with new activities can sharpen your mind as you age. Plus, I'll dive into the power of social connections and having a sense of purpose, 2 key factors that have been shown to dramatically improve emotional well-being as we get older. So, if you're ready to live your best life, no matter how many years you've had on this earth, stay tuned. These simple changes could truly be the turning point in how you experience the years ahead. Trust me when I say, you won't want to miss this. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to my channel and activate the notification bell so you never miss a video. Your support means a lot to me. If you enjoy this content, please consider liking and sharing this video so we can continue spreading these valuable lessons with others. And if this topic speaks to you, leave a comment with 1. If you feel like I can improve or cover other topics you're interested in, comment 0. I'm always looking for ways to make these videos better for you. Alright, let's get started. Habit 1. A daily anti-inflammatory drink. The very first habit Mary embraced was so deceptively simple yet profoundly transformative that it almost seemed too good to be true. A daily anti-inflammatory drink made from turmeric and lemon. For years, Mary had suffered in silence, burdened by relentless joint pain that stole the joy from even the most mundane activities. The simplest tasks, like tying her shoes or reaching for a shelf, became monumental challenges, and she felt like her body was betraying her with every passing day. But everything began to shift when she finally consulted her doctor, who introduced her to the remarkable, life-changing benefits of turmeric. Turmeric, this golden root, contains curcumin, one of the most extensively studied natural compounds on the planet, renowned for its extraordinary anti-inflammatory powers. What struck Mary the most was the overwhelming evidence supporting curcumin's ability to combat inflammation, ease pain, and even protect our cells from the toll of aging. It wasn't just 1 or 2 studies that confirmed this. Countless studies, from respected journals like Oxidative Medicine and Cellular Longevity, affirmed turmeric's incredible promise as a natural, healing agent. But the magic didn't end with turmeric alone. Mary learned that lemon, with its vibrant burst of vitamin C, was the perfect complement, acting as a catalyst to strengthen her immune system and improve nutrient absorption. It was like combining 2 powerhouse ingredients to create a drink that was both simple and deeply effective. Mary's new morning routine, though uncomplicated, proved to be profoundly impactful. Every single day, she made it a point to prepare this invigorating drink as soon as she woke up. A teaspoon of turmeric, a few drops of fresh lemon juice, and a pinch of black pepper to enhance curcumin absorption. She would stir them all together and take her first sip of the day. At first, it seemed almost too simple to have such profound effects. But within just a few weeks, something remarkable began to happen. The pain that had once been her constant companion began to ebb away. She was no longer waking up in agony. Her joints felt lighter, and her movement was freer. She was energized in a way she hadn't been in years. her mind clearer and her mood more uplifted. This daily ritual, so humble in its execution, became a cornerstone of her mornings, and it sparked a revitalization that reached far beyond just her physical health. It was as though, with each sip, Mary was reclaiming a piece of herself that she had lost to the years of pain. Her vitality, once elusive, began to return, and with it, her zest for life. It amazed her how such a simple, natural remedy could make such a profound difference in how she felt from day to day. It was as if the years of suffering had been gently washed away, leaving behind a sense of rejuvenation she hadn't experienced in so long. The transformation was nothing short of profound. She had believed for so long that aging and pain were just something she had to accept, that they were part of the inevitable decline we all face. But this drink proved to her that small, consistent changes could have an enormous impact. It gave her the strength to believe that, no matter how much time had passed, it was never too late to take control of her health and embrace a life filled with energy and vitality once again. It wasn't just about the drink, it was about hope, resilience, and the incredible healing potential that resides within each of us. Habit 2. Daily and intentional movement. The second habit that Mary adopted was both deceptively simple and surprisingly powerful. Moving every single day with a clear and purposeful intention. For years, Mary had fallen into the all-too-familiar trap of a sedentary routine, a trap that so many of us find ourselves in as we grow older. Life has a way of slowing us down, both physically and mentally, and it becomes all too easy to convince ourselves that we simply can't do what we used to. When our bodies start to change, when aches and pains seem to greet us each morning, it feels like an uphill battle just to move, let alone make time for exercise. But Mary's experience proves that this doesn't have to be the case. As she began to understand more deeply the undeniable power of movement, she realized that the benefits stretched far beyond just keeping her body in shape. Daily movement isn't merely about physical fitness. It's about protecting the very foundation of our lives. It's about keeping our minds sharp, fending off mental decline, and preventing the heartache of serious health conditions down the road. It became clear to Mary that when we move, we're investing in our future, our health, and our joy. One of the most eye-opening things Mary learned was the incredible impact that even the simplest forms of exercise can have on our health. The Journal of Aging and Physical Activity reports that something as gentle as a 20 to 30-minute walk each day can lower the risk of cardiovascular diseases by up to 40%, and significantly improve mobility for those over 70. These numbers are not just statistics, they are life-changing insights. Daily movement is a protective shield, preventing the erosion of health and vitality that comes naturally with age. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. But it doesn't stop there. Movement is our armor against sarcopenia, the gradual and often unspoken loss of muscle mass that robs us of strength and independence as we age. The truth is, this loss isn't just physical. It chips away at our quality of life, at our ability to do the things we love and to live with dignity. Mary recognized that, with movement, she could fight back against this. She could take control. At first, Mary approached her new routine with caution. It wasn't easy to break out of the comfort of her familiar, slow-paced life, and there were days when it felt like every step was a battle. She started small, short, gentle walks around the block, stretching exercises, and taking the stairs one step at a time. But she didn't give up. And as she stuck with it, she felt something incredible happening. What used to feel like insurmountable tasks, tending her garden, standing to prepare a meal, or simply walking through the house, became lighter, more manageable, and yes, even enjoyable. There was a shift in her life, a realization that perhaps she had been holding herself back for far too long. With time, Mary made her physical routine even more purposeful. She added lightweight exercises to her daily movements, giving her muscles the strength they needed to thrive. She noticed that her balance improved, and her risk of falling, one of her greatest fears, started to diminish. It wasn't just about looking good or checking a box. It was about protecting the life she had left to live. She was safeguarding her independence, her confidence, and her joy. What amazed Mary most, however, wasn't just the physical changes. It was the profound shift in her mental clarity. Exercise doesn't just change the body. It transforms the mind. Mary found that with every step, every stretch, and every lift, her mind grew sharper, her thoughts clearer, and her focus stronger. She felt more present in her own life. She felt more capable of handling whatever the day threw her way. It was as though the fog that had clouded her thoughts began to lift, and in its place was a sense of clarity and purpose. For Mary, this habit became the cornerstone of her health, a constant, reliable tool that she could count on to strengthen both her body and her mind. Daily movement wasn't just a practice, it was a promise to herself. A promise to stay strong, to age with dignity, and to live with intention, no matter the number of candles on her birthday cake. Through consistent, purposeful movement, Mary proved that it's never too late to start. When we take the time to move with intention, we are choosing not just to exist, but to live, to truly thrive every single day. Habit 3. Nutrient-rich diet. The third habit that Mary embraced wasn't about restricting herself or following the latest, extreme diet trend. No, it was about a heartfelt, mindful transformation of her relationship with food, one that prioritized nourishment over deprivation. This wasn't just about losing weight or gaining muscle, it was about fostering a deep, lasting connection with her body and ensuring it was taken care of in the most loving, sustainable way possible. Mary understood that the food we choose to eat shapes not only our physical health, but also our emotional well-being. Every bite was an opportunity to show love and respect to the one vessel that carried her through the years, and she took that responsibility to heart. She focused on integrating nutrient-rich foods into her daily routine. Nothing extreme, just wholesome, life-giving ingredients that supported her long-term health and energy. It was about nourishing her body with the best fuel possible so that it could thrive and protect her against the inevitable challenges of aging. She wasn't chasing fad diets or trends. She was making conscious choices that would add years of vitality to her life. The research from Harvard Medical School resonated with her deeply. It highlighted how foods rich in antioxidants, healthy fats, and high-quality proteins can fight off oxidative stress and shield the body from age-related diseases. This knowledge empowered Mary, giving her the clarity and confidence she needed to make intentional changes. No longer was she simply eating to fill a hunger. She was eating to strengthen, protect, and sustain herself. She began savoring healthy fats like creamy avocado and crunchy nuts, which nourished her heart and brain. She added lean proteins like salmon, fueling her body with the building blocks it needed to stay strong. Whole grains like quinoa and sweet potatoes became staples in her meals, offering lasting energy that kept her moving through the day with purpose, without the dreaded blood sugar crashes that left her feeling sluggish. And then, there were the greens. Oh, how Mary came to adore those deep, vibrant leaves. Kale, spinach, broccoli, each one brimming with magnesium and calcium, minerals essential for strong bones and healthy muscles, especially as time passed and the body demanded more care. These were the foods that reminded her how resilient and capable the body can be when given the right tools. But for Mary, it was never just about a list of nutritious foods. It was about how she brought them together. She was intentional, creating beautiful, colorful plates that were not only a feast for the eyes, but also a powerful blend of essential vitamins and minerals. It was her way of honoring the truth that you are, indeed, what you eat. Over time, as the days passed into weeks, the effects of her choices became undeniable. It wasn't just about feeling stronger physically, though that was certainly part of it. Mary noticed a lightness in her step, a sense of joy bubbling up from within. Her mood brightened, her outlook on life transformed, and even her skin seemed to glow with vitality. There was a radiance that came from within, a glow that was the result of nurturing herself from the inside out. Her diet became her most loyal ally, quietly supporting her energy levels and helping her live each day with vigor and vitality, knowing that she was doing everything she could to support her future self. Mary didn't strive for perfection. No, she embraced the beauty of balance. It wasn't about restricting herself from food she loved. It was about making smarter choices, finding joy in variety, and respecting the process. These were habits that anyone, at any stage of life, could integrate into their routines. As she continued on this journey, Mary discovered that nourishing her body wasn't just a physical act, it was an emotional and mental one, too. Her body flourished, yes, but so did her spirit. Each meal became an act of self-love and self-respect, a reminder that she was worthy of the best care, even as the years passed by. Through this simple, profound habit, Mary found not only health, but also happiness, peace, and a sense of deep fulfillment. Habit 4. Brain training through new challenges. As Mary gracefully aged, she started to notice the subtle yet undeniable changes in her mind. The sharpness that once defined her thinking seemed to fade. Little things, like forgetting the names of old friends or misplacing keys, became part of her everyday experience. Concentrating on tasks felt harder than it used to, and her once vibrant mind seemed to cloud over with an unfamiliar fog. For a while, she accepted this as just another part of the aging process. It seemed inevitable. Who could avoid the passage of time, after all? But one evening, during a heart-to-heart conversation with her granddaughter, something clicked in Mary's heart. As her granddaughter spoke with such passion about learning new things, Mary was struck by a thought that shook her out of her complacency. What if I challenged myself? What if I could still grow? At 85, Mary had never once touched a piano. The very thought of learning to play seemed utterly intimidating, perhaps even impossible. The keys seemed so distant, so unreachable, like something only young, nimble fingers could master. But the fire of determination that sparked in her heart that evening was undeniable. She wasn't ready to let age dictate what she could or couldn't do. Not yet. And so, she made a decision. She would learn to play the piano. It was a terrifying yet exhilarating idea, but Mary believed in the power of pushing through barriers. She would give it a try, no matter how challenging it seemed. Every day, with unwavering consistency, Mary sat down to practice. Sometimes it was only for 20 minutes, but she was committed. She let go of any doubts and simply permitted herself to fail, to stumble, and to grow. At first, the sound of the piano was foreign, almost jarring, and the notes never quite came out as she had hoped. But with every note played, her spirit grew stronger. It was a slow and painstaking process, but she kept at it, her heart full of quiet determination. The feeling of accomplishment she got from those tiny improvements, those small victories, was incomparable. And soon, those little steps turned into bigger leaps. In just a few weeks, Mary could play simple melodies. The music wasn't perfect, but it was hers, and it was beautiful in its way. But the true transformation was much deeper than that. She began to feel a subtle shift within her, something intangible yet profound. Her memory, once slipping away like sand through her fingers, started to come back. Her concentration, once fleeting and unreliable, grew steadier. Her mood, which had once been clouded by the frustration of aging, began to lift, lightened by the joy of this new challenge. The happiness in her heart became tangible, and it filled her with an inner peace she hadn't felt in years. The piano was doing something for her that no one had ever expected. She was reconnecting with herself, embracing life with fresh eyes. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment below to let me know that you are still here with me. Harvard University's research backs up what Mary was experiencing firsthand. When we push our minds by learning new skills, our brains form new neural connections. This mental stimulation helps combat cognitive decline, improves memory, and strengthens our ability to focus. Mary's experience wasn't just about the mental workout. It was a beautiful reminder that no matter how old we are, our brains remain pliable and full of potential, waiting for us to unlock their vast capacity for growth. For Mary, each song she learned felt like a gift. She often said with a smile, "Every song feels like receiving a present from myself." Her daily piano practice, initially seen as an arduous task, had become her sanctuary, a source of joy, a place where she could pour her heart and soul, and a reminder that it's never too late to transform. Her piano didn't just stimulate her mind. It gave her a purpose, a sense of achievement, and a deep connection to the music that filled her with a peaceful contentment. It was no longer about playing the piano. It was about embracing life fully, with all its challenges, with all its wonders. Mary's journey is a beautiful example of how we can continue to grow, stretch our abilities, and find new purpose as we age. It's a testament to the power of reinvention and the limitless possibilities that lie in every new challenge we dare to face. Age, after all, is not a barrier to learning. It's never too late to pick up something new, to nourish our minds, to nurture our souls, and to discover the joy of creating something beautiful out of the ordinary. The benefits are profound, not just in the improvements we make, but in the deeper sense of fulfillment we gain from embracing the unknown. And in this, we find that our lives are far richer, far fuller than we ever imagined. Habit 5. Social connections and sense of purpose. Mary had always been the life of the party, warm, sociable, and effortlessly engaging. People loved her energy and her ability to make everyone feel seen and heard. But as the years began to pass, something started to change. She noticed the gradual and heart-wrenching drift of friends and family, one by one. It wasn't their fault, and it wasn't even age alone that caused this slow erosion of connection. Life, with all its demands and twists, simply began to push them further apart. At 90, for the first time in her entire life, Mary found herself caught in the suffocating grip of loneliness, a feeling that she had never known, and yet it weighed on her heart like a stone. The isolation was unbearable. The quiet, empty spaces in her home felt suffocating. She would sit in her living room, looking at the photographs of the vibrant years, the family gatherings, the loud laughter. It was all so distant now. But Mary, ever the resilient soul, refused to let this be her new normal. No, this wasn't the end. She had too much life left to live, too much love to give, and too much joy to still experience. She was determined to make a change, to take control of her narrative, and to fight back against the loneliness that was quietly taking over. Mary, with her fierce spirit, began to take the first steps toward reawakening her social world. She decided to host gatherings, small, intimate moments of connection that brought her neighborhood together. With a simple invitation for afternoon coffees, shared stories, and heartfelt conversations, Mary unknowingly sparked a tradition that would grow far beyond her expectations. People flocked to her home, craving the warmth and authenticity she radiated. These gatherings became a sanctuary for those who, like her, were yearning for meaningful connections. But Mary's thirst for connection didn't stop there. One day, she overheard talk about a community garden project, and at that moment, she knew her next step was clear. This wasn't just about socializing. This was about contributing, about finding purpose again, and about becoming a vital thread in the fabric of her community. The garden became her sanctuary, a place where she could dig in the soil and connect with the earth, and in doing so, reconnect with herself. It wasn't just about planting seeds, it was about planting hope, about nurturing life and watching it flourish, just like her own heart. The feeling of being needed again, of having something to give, was more rejuvenating than any balm she could have imagined. Mary's garden was her joy. It wasn't just physical labor, it was an emotional and spiritual renewal. Every plant that grows reminds me that I too can still grow, that my journey isn't over yet, she would often say, her eyes gleaming with the wisdom of someone who had lived a full life but still had so much to give. It wasn't just about cultivating flowers or vegetables. It was about the power of creating something lasting, something beautiful, something meaningful. Through this act of nurturing the earth, she felt a deep sense of connection to the world around her and the people who shared this experience. Each bloom was a testament to her resilience, her spirit, and her ability to continue evolving, no matter the years stacked behind her. The research underscores just how crucial social connections and a sense of purpose are to our health and longevity. Studies, like the one from Stanford University, show that people with strong social ties are 50% more likely to live longer, enjoy a higher quality of life, and have better physical and mental health. Mary's life became living proof of this. Through her garden and her gatherings, she found the social support she craved, but more importantly, she rediscovered her sense of purpose. She wasn't just a woman living out her final years. She was a beacon of inspiration, a catalyst for positive change in her community, and a living testament to the fact that as long as you have a purpose, life can continue to be rich, vibrant, and full of joy. Through her newfound sense of purpose and the deep connections she formed, Mary reclaimed the happiness she once thought was lost. She learned that it's never too late to forge meaningful relationships, find joy in simple moments, and contribute to something greater than oneself. No matter how many years she had left, Mary knew she would continue to grow, to inspire, and to thrive. Her life was a beautiful reminder that with a sense of connection and a sense of purpose, the best chapters are always ahead of us. Habit 6. Strategic cold exposure to revitalize the body. Mary had never been fond of the cold. She had always been the type to indulge in warm baths, feeling the gentle embrace of heated water as it soothed her aging muscles and relaxed her overworked mind. The comfort of warmth had been her refuge for as long as she could remember, and she never questioned the simple joys it brought. But when Mary reached the age of 95, something unexpected caught her eye, a report detailing the astonishing health benefits of cold exposure. At first, she was skeptical, her heart resistant to the thought of abandoning the familiar warmth she cherished. Yet, as she read about how cold exposure could improve circulation, reduce inflammation, and even strengthen the immune system, something stirred within her. Perhaps this could be the missing link to rejuvenating her aging body. Deep down, she knew it was time for a change, time to challenge herself in ways she had never imagined. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. It wasn't easy to step outside her comfort zone. The thought of immersing herself in cold water, after years of luxuriating in warm baths, felt like an impossible leap. But Mary, with her unwavering spirit and open mind, refused to shy away from the opportunity. She wasn't ready to settle into the idea that old age had to mean surrendering vitality. With a deep breath and a fierce determination, Mary began her experiment cautiously. At first, she only allowed the cold water to touch her skin for a few fleeting seconds at the end of her regular warm bath. She winced as the chill rushed over her, feeling the contrast between the comforting warmth and the sharp sting of cold. But surprisingly, after just those few moments, Mary felt something shift inside her. A surge of energy, a refreshing clarity in her mind, and a lightness in her body that she hadn't experienced in years. It was a revelation. Studies published in the European Journal of Applied Physiology confirmed the science behind what Mary had instinctively felt. Controlled cold exposure could lead to extraordinary health benefits. The practice, when done properly, could boost blood circulation, reduce inflammation, and even support immune function. The release of endorphins, the body's natural mood boosters, was another bonus, contributing to feelings of euphoria and mental clarity. For Mary, each cold bath was like a reset for her entire being. As she gradually increased the time she spent submerged in cold water, from 30 seconds to a full 2 minutes, she couldn't help but notice the profound changes in her overall well-being. Her energy levels soared, her mood lifted, and her mental clarity sharpened, leaving her feeling more vibrant than she had in decades. Despite the initial discomfort, Mary began to embrace this new routine with a sense of excitement. "It's like a wake-up call for the day," she would say with a grin, her eyes twinkling as she described the invigoration she felt after every cold bath. It wasn't just about the cold, it was about the strength and resilience it instilled in her. With each step forward, Mary felt like she was reclaiming her vitality, taking control of her health in a way that defied her years. And so, she continued, each day building on the last, testing her limits and finding new sources of energy within herself. To avoid overwhelming her body, she kept her routine simple, starting with a quick blast of cold water for the last 30 seconds of her bath. Over time, she gradually extended the exposure, listening to her body's signals, and carefully adjusting her practice. But Mary didn't stop there. Inspired by the physical benefits of cold exposure, she took her commitment to her health a step further. Every morning, she bundled herself in layers and stepped outside into the crisp, cool air. The brisk walk became her new morning ritual, a way to continue strengthening her circulation and her mental resilience. As she walked through the neighborhood, the cool wind against her face reminded her of the power of nature's elements to challenge and invigorate the body. Mary's journey with cold exposure proved something beautiful. It's never too late to try something new, push yourself beyond the boundaries of comfort, and embrace the challenges that life throws your way. By daring to venture into the unfamiliar, Mary unlocked a powerful practice that reinvigorated both her body and her mind. It wasn't just the cold water, it was the realization that small, consistent changes could lead to life-altering transformations. Mary's story is a testament to the fact that, no matter our age, there is always room for growth, vitality, and the joy of discovering new ways to feel alive. What an inspiring journey Mary's experience has been. She proves that it's never too late to explore new habits and challenges that can truly transform your health and well-being. From embracing cold exposure to feeling revitalized in both body and mind, Mary's story is a reminder that small changes can lead to incredible results, no matter your age. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What have you learned from Mary's story and the benefits of cold exposure? Is there something new you're excited to try in your own life? Please share one thing you've learned and plan to bring into your daily routine in the comments below. And if you like this video, please leave a comment, like, share, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more tips and inspiring stories to help you live your best life as you age. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.